Hello, my name is Avery Swan. I'm in level 3 and I am a member of Glendale High School's chapter of FCCLA. And this is my presentation for a home and a workplace. So my main objectives for this project were to create a double vanity in the master bath, create an open floor plan for the living room and kitchen, to create a private workplace for John, Michelle, and their son David, and most importantly, to incorporate the inspiration pieces provided by John and Michelle. So the first thing I worked on in this project was, of course, the floor plan. So in the floor plan, I was able to work on most of the main objectives. The first one being expanding the master bath and the master closet in order to incorporate the double vanity that John and Michelle required. In order to accomplish this, I had to move the second bath and the utility room. And moving the utility room allowed me to expand David's bedroom to add a built-in for his workspace. Another thing that I altered in the floor plan was opening up the living room and kitchen space. So the next thing I worked on was the elevation drawing. So the elevation drawing demonstrates the implementation of a built-in within the home, which of course John and Michelle were very open to and suggested having. You can see this in David's bedroom. So the first room we're going to go over is the kitchen. So the main thing you see whenever you look at the kitchen is, of course, the open floor plan connecting it to the living room, and also the sage green color palette. Now, this combined with the subway tiles is very in trend right now. It's a very calming look. It's a very clean look, and of course, it brings out the green color, nature style colors of Michelle's inspiration piece, the iris. Another thing I added was the benches on the kitchen table. So having the bench right up against the wall of the kitchen allows for more open space for guests and events within their home. And then the last thing was the movable island. Now, I personally love this because it allows for more wheelchair accessibility, and it also provides more space since the kitchen itself is not overly large. The next room we're going to be going over is the living room. Now, the living room provides a very gentle color palette that reflects Michelle's art piece. And I also was able to find some wicker pieces and some wooden art pieces that really reflects John's inspiration piece called Infinity. So moving on to the master bedroom. As you can see, the color palette within the master bedroom is very similar to the color palette present within the living room. Now, this was done on purpose to create balance between the entire house, to create consistency. And it also, of course, reflects the iris painting. So the master bathroom, of course, has its double vanity. That was a requirement by John and Michelle. And I also implemented a sliding door shower that creates a very clean, very modern look that can be easily cleaned. And then what I love about this shower is that it, of course, had its light colors that give a very clean look. And then I also had the contrast of the dark wood, the dark hardwood flooring, and of course the dark mirrors. And then you got the dark shelving for the plants and other knickknacks. So the next space is the office space. Now this would be the office space for John and Michelle to share. It'd be a very large room. I would be taking that away from the third bedroom and converting it into an office space. So I went with a blue color palette with contrasting orange. And this gives a very professional workspace that is also closed off from all of the other living spaces. So David's bedroom, this is the last room of the house. And so David's bedroom has a timeless color palette that also reflects current male fashion trends with the red plaid and the brown. What I love about this room is that it's very simple. It's not anything extreme like most teenage rooms would be. And it's also convertible, so they can make it whatever they feel like it needs to be at that moment. So what was one skill that I feel like I was able to work on during this project? Definitely time management and long-term goals. So since this project had such a long away due date, I really had to work on the small deadlines. And one way I was able to accomplish that was my teacher, Miss Metzger. She had many different deadlines within the space of time we had to work on this project. So that way we could accomplish time management. One big obstacle I struggled with was definitely the business side of this project. Creating the invoice and keeping track of pricing of all the items that I found. It was definitely one of the harder things to keep track of all of the money side of the project. All right, that is my time. My name is Avery Swan, and I thank you for listening into my project. Thank you.